AITA for refusing to accept a late project because the student's family emergency was a cat. So I, 32F, teach 8th grade science, and I think I might have started a war with a parent over my late policy. We just finished our big ecosystem in a shoebox project, which they had 3 weeks for. I was very clear about the due date from day one, sent reminders, the whole 9 yards. One student didn't turn it in, and when I gave him a 0, his parents lost their minds. My policy, which is in the syllabus that parents and students sign at the start of the year, is that major projects are not accepted late. This is a fairness issue. If I make an exception for one, I have to do it for everyone, and frankly, I don't have the time. The student, let's call him Ben, is a sweet kid but a master procrastinator. I've had multiple conversations with him and his parents this year about turning things in on time. Project was due on a Friday. On Monday morning, Ben comes up to my desk without a project and says he had a family emergency over the weekend. Naturally, I ask if everyone is okay. He says yes, but their cat, Sprinkles, got stuck in a wall and they had to call a specialist contractor to cut a hole in the drywall to get her out. He said the whole family was too emotionally distraught to finish his diorama of the Amazon rainforest. I tried to be sympathetic, but I told him that while I'm glad Sprinkles is safe, the project was still a 0 per the class policy. 2 hours later, an email from his dad lands in my inbox. He called my policy draconian and lacking in basic human empathy and said they were disgusted that I would penalize a child for a legitimate home crisis. He CC'd my principal and the superintendent. Yes, the superintendent. Now I have a meeting with my principal about fostering a supportive learning environment. My teacher friends are split 50/50. Half say I have to hold the line or I'll get walked all over, and the other half say I should have just taken the darn shoebox and avoided the drama. I genuinely don't know if I was being a rigid jerk or just being a fair teacher. So, AITA. Edit? Okay, so update. My principal basically said to avoid a formal complaint, I needed to accept the project but had to grade it by the end of the day so final grades weren't delayed. I was already swamped, and the thought of meticulously grading one late shoebox diorama against my 4-category rubric sent me into a spiral. My department head saw me stressing and told me about a tool called Gradeasy she uses. I had Ben submit photos of his project, I uploaded my rubric, and this AI thing generated feedback for each section in about a minute. I could just review its comments, tweak the score on one criterion, and post the final grade. It turned a 2-hour problem into a 5-minute solution and got the principal and Sprinkles' dad off my back. Try Gradeasy out now for better grading.